Okay, sixth graders. Here's your first assignment for this week. It'll take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those are suggested dates. We'll talk about that a little later. Okay, but I want to explain this to you as best I can and then let you know how you can reach me if you have any questions. So here's your first thing. You're all going to get a copy of these slides. This is your first thing you're going to do. So here's the opening page. I want you to pay attention to this part right down here. Okay. Read each slide completely before completing each side. Make sure you know what the slide is asking you to do and if you're comfortable with understanding what it's asking you to do. If you're not, ask me questions, but I will ask this. Be sure to check, okay, if the answer to your question is already on that slide, okay? Make sure that your answer is not there for whatever questions you might have, all right? So let's take a look at what you're doing. Okay, second slide. These are suggested due dates, okay? We have three sections of slides, slides 3 through 6, slides 7 through 9, and slides 10 through 13. The first section, I'd like you to try to work on Monday, today, April 6th. Work on the next section tomorrow, April 7th. And then work on the final section on Wednesday, April 8th. Then slides 14 on, we'll talk about those are optional. We'll talk about those when we get to them. I'll also be cutting this video down into each section, and each day I will be posting the video just for that section. Okay, so here we go. For today, Monday, April 6th, the first slide I want you to do is think about what's been going on in the world. Okay, think about what's been developing over the past couple weeks that you've been out. How has it impacted you? Write your answer in this space here. How has it impacted the state of Illinois? Maybe you've been listening to the governor. You know all the schools are closed and people have to stay inside. How has it affected that? How has it affected the United States? How do you think it's affecting the United States? And finally, how is what's been going on these past couple of weeks affecting the entire world? Maybe you've been watching CNN 10. Maybe you've been watching other things. So that's the first slide for today. The next one is we're going to tie in what we did the 2 weeks before spring break when you were learning about economy to what's going on in the world now, specifically trade and globalization. Using the things you learned about trade and globalization, how can you connect that to things that are happening in the world today? For example, has globalization had any effect on the spread of the COVID-19 virus? Okay. What other things do you think? How has what we studied, trade and globalization, affected or has been affected? Maybe what's been going on these last couple of weeks has affected trade or globalization. So you're going to put that in that section there. Okay. Now, this is going to be the last part for today, and you're going to have this specific section every day. And you're going to create a primary source journal. What you're going to be creating is a journal about what you've been doing every day, each day. And you're going to answer some questions or not. There's some questions right here, some things to think about that maybe you want to put in your journal, maybe you're not. It's your journal and it's your explanation of the day. Okay, maybe you might want to think about what has your day been like? How are you occupying your time? How do you feel about remote learning? And then the other things here, things you want to do, okay? And the slide looks like this, okay? So this slide will probably be for what you did yesterday because obviously today's not over. So write what you did yesterday. What was your day like yesterday in this journal or any entry or any thoughts you might have. So in this journal entry, enter any thoughts you have. So that's the work for today, Monday, okay? If you have any questions, email me, request a video conference, get a hold of me some way, and I will help you the best I can, all right? So that's that. Okay, the next section, the next group of slides, okay, you're going to start with writing some thoughts about what's been the most difficult for you while you've been staying at home, sheltering in place, or whatever you're family is saying or having you do. What's been so difficult for you? Okay. Maybe your brother or sister isn't sharing the Nintendos, or your internet's been down, or you don't have any internet, or I don't know. So whatever's been really tough. And then on the next section over here, what hasn't been as hard? Okay. Maybe you're actually enjoying some stuff. Maybe there's some things that you're actually enjoying now that you have the time to do it, like not getting up as early to go to school, or maybe you are getting up early. But what are some of the things you enjoy? Okay. On this next slide, you're going to put the things in these 5 clouds. You can type right into the clouds. What are 5 things that you have been doing to keep yourself busy while you've had this time to yourself, while you've had a day where you're stuck indoors or you're not able to talk to friends as much face to face? Enter that. And then the last slide that you're doing is the journal entry again. This will probably be for yesterday. Okay, so if this is Tuesday you're doing it, it'll be what you did on Monday. Okay, and again, you'll look at that slide above and think about what you did and the questions you want to answer for that day. Any questions for this section? Email me, request a video, chat, whatever you can do. I'm happy to help you. Okay, so this is the last day slides. The first part here, I want to see where you're working. If you could take a picture or something, show me your e-working space, okay? Or something, some activity you've done while you're sheltering in place. Take a picture of it and put it there, replace it there. And on this side, explain that picture, okay? The next stuff, what are you doing to feel connected with people, okay? So the previous day, you did some activities you were just doing. Now what are those activities? How are they making you feel connected to the rest of the world? Are you feeling connected to the rest of the world? Or are you like me, just kind of thinking like, wow, there's things going on and I'm just sitting in my basement doing lessons. So what are those things that make you feel connected to the world? You know, have you done special messages to people, wrote fun things in chalk? But what are you doing to connect to the world? Okay. The next thing you're going to do is some thinking about stuff. Have you thought about what you're most grateful for while you have been doing the sheltering in place? What have you learned so far from this experience? Okay, what things have you said, "Oh, wow, that's this," or "Oh, hey, this is happening because of what's happening, you know, with the shelter in place." And finally, what are you the most excited about doing once this is all over? What is it that you want to do? Is it you want to go to Dairy Queen and get an ice cream cone? Do you want to go on a skateboard? What is it that you want to do the most? And then finally, another journal entry. Okay. So that's what I have for you to do. Those are the 3 days. Again, those are suggested due dates. You work at your own pace. Now, if you don't finish this by Wednesday, you will see an I in hack. That doesn't mean that's your grade for it. It means you just haven't finished it by the suggested due date. When you do finish this after Wednesday, if you don't finish it by Wednesday, please email me. I will go give you a C in hack, because this will be our last project where we do an I or a C in hack. Okay, so I will change this to a C in hack once you complete it. But email me if it's done after Wednesday. Okay. Now, if it's going on a couple weeks and I'm not hearing anything from you, I may either email you or maybe call home or talk to your parents and find out what's happening, why you're not getting stuff done, and see how I can help you get stuff done if there's something that is just really not working. Okay. Now, for the last section of slides, this is totally optional. If you enjoy writing those journals, or if you want to continue creating these primary resources, each day, add another journal slide. I've given you one. You're going to have to copy and paste. You can do that as long as we are not in school. You can just do it a couple days. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it at all. It's optional. It's up to you. So again, if you have any questions at all about this assignment, email me, request a video chat. Maybe use those days that I have office hours, okay? 9:30 to 11, Monday or Wednesday or whatever they are. And I really look forward to seeing what you're doing. This will be till Wednesday. On Thursday, we'll be starting a completely new project that I think you'll find fun and exciting. Can't wait to see what you write. Till next time.